First contact. The day the sky ignited with otherworldly light was the day humanity's perception of its place in the universe changed forever. It was a crisp autumn morning when the first alien ships pierced through Earth's atmosphere, their sleek obsidian hulls reflecting the sun's rays in dazzling patterns across the sky. Dr. Samantha Chen, lead astrophysicist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, watched in awe as her instruments went haywire. The readings were off the charts, indicating energy levels far beyond anything humanity had ever encountered. Her heart raced as she realized the implications of what she was seeing. "This is it," she whispered to herself, her fingers flying across the keyboard as she initiated emergency protocols. First contact. Across the globe, similar scenes unfolded. Military bases scrambled jets, world leaders huddled in secret bunkers, and civilians poured onto the streets, their faces a mix of fear and wonder as they gazed at the sky. In New York City, Captain Jake Morrison of the U.S. Air Force found himself thrust into the heart of the unfolding crisis. As he sprinted across the tarmac towards his F-35 fighter jet, he couldn't shake the feeling that everything he had trained for paled in comparison to what lay ahead. "Morrison," his commanding officer's voice crackled through his earpiece. "We need eyes in the sky ASAP. Get up there and give us a sit-rep." Jake's jet screamed into the air, climbing rapidly towards the alien vessels. As he approached, he marveled at their size and complexity. The ships were massive, easily dwarfing the largest human aircraft carriers. Their surfaces seemed to shimmer and shift, as if they were made of liquid metal. "Base, this is Red Leader," Jake reported, his voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through his veins. "I count at least 5 major vessels, with smaller craft swarming around them. No signs of hostile intent yet, but wait, something's happening." As Jake watched, a brilliant beam of light shot out from the lead alien ship, striking the ground below. But instead of destruction, the beam seemed to create a perfect circle of stillness. The air within the circle shimmered, and then, to Jake's astonishment, a figure appeared. Back on the ground, Dr. Chen received frantic reports from around the world. Similar beams had touched down in major cities across the globe, each depositing a single alien entity. The creatures were tall and slender, with iridescent skin that seemed to change color with every movement. Their large, almond-shaped eyes held an intelligence that was both fascinating and terrifying. In Washington, D.C., President Emily Hawthorne steeled herself as she prepared to face the alien representative. As the leader of the free world, she knew that her next actions could determine the fate of humanity. "Madam President," her chief of staff whispered urgently, "the Joint Chiefs are advising immediate military action. They fear this could be the prelude to an invasion." President Hawthorne shook her head. "No, we can't risk provoking them. If they wanted to destroy us, they could have done so already. We need to understand their intentions first." With a deep breath, she stepped out onto the White House lawn, where the alien waited. As she approached, she felt a strange sensation, as if the very air around her was charged with energy. The alien's eyes locked onto hers, and suddenly, she heard a voice in her mind. It was unlike anything she had ever experienced, a symphony of thoughts and emotions that transcended language. "Greetings, leaders of Earth," the voice resonated. "We are the Zoraxians, and we have come to offer you a choice." Around the world, similar scenes played out as the aliens communicated simultaneously with global leaders. Their message was clear and chilling. Earth stood at a crossroads. The Zoraxians offered advanced technology and membership in a galactic alliance, but at a price. Humanity would need to prove its worth by passing a series of trials designed to test their intelligence, adaptability, and moral fiber. As the implications of this ultimatum sank in, reactions varied wildly. Some saw it as an unprecedented opportunity for advancement, while others feared it was a thinly veiled attempt at conquest. In the days that followed, global tensions reached a fever pitch. Nations that had been enemies for generations now found themselves forced to cooperate in the face of this cosmic challenge. The United Nations convened an emergency session, with heated debates raging over how to respond to the Zoraxian offer. Dr. Chen found herself thrust into the spotlight, her expertise in astrophysics and xenobiology suddenly in high demand. As she pored over the limited data they had on the alien technology, she couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the Zoraxians' offer than met the eye. "There's something off about their energy signatures," she muttered to herself, staring at the complex equations on her tablet. "It's as if they're holding something back." Meanwhile, Captain Morrison was tasked with leading a special reconnaissance team to gather more information on the alien vessels. As he and his squad approached one of the smaller craft under cover of darkness, they were stunned by what they discovered. "Command, this is Morrison," Jake whispered into his comm. "You're not going to believe this, but these ships, they're alive. I mean, they seem to be some kind of biomechanical hybrid. They're breathing." The revelation sent shockwaves through the scientific and military communities. If the Zoraxian technology was this advanced, what chance did humanity have if the aliens decided to turn hostile? As the first week of the alien presence drew to a close, President Hawthorne found herself facing the most difficult decision of her life. The Zoraxians had given Earth a deadline. They had 1 month to decide whether to accept the trials or face isolation from the galactic community. In a historic address to the United Nations General Assembly, President Hawthorne laid out the situation in stark terms. "My fellow citizens of Earth," she began, her voice firm despite the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. "We stand at the threshold of a new era. The choice before us is not an easy one, but it is one we must make together. Do we accept the Zoraxian challenge and risk everything in the hope of advancement? Or do we refuse, potentially condemning ourselves to cosmic isolation?" As debates raged and tensions mounted, a small group of individuals began to emerge as key players in humanity's response to the alien presence. Dr. Chen's breakthrough research on Zoraxian technology caught the attention of world leaders, while Captain Morrison's first-hand encounters with the alien vessels made him an invaluable asset to military strategists. Together with a diverse team of scientists, soldiers, and diplomats from around the world, they began to formulate a plan. If humanity was to face these trials, they would need every ounce of ingenuity, courage, and unity they could muster. As the month-long deadline approached, Earth buzzed with a mixture of fear and excitement. Schools and universities shifted their focus to subjects that might be relevant to the upcoming trials. Governments poured resources into scientific research and military preparedness. And everywhere, people looked to the stars with new eyes, wondering what challenges and opportunities awaited them. In a secret facility deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, Dr. Chen stood before a holographic display of the solar system, surrounded by the brightest minds Earth had to offer. Her eyes gleamed with determination as she addressed the assembled team. "Ladies and gentlemen," she said, her voice filled with resolve, "we are about to embark on the greatest adventure in human history. The Zoraxians may think they're testing us, but I believe we have an opportunity to show them, and ourselves, what humanity is truly capable of." As the final hours ticked away, Earth held its breath. The decision had been made. Humanity would accept the Zoraxian challenge. For better or worse, the future of their species now hung in the balance. Little did they know that this was just the beginning. The true nature of the Zoraxian presence, and the incredible journey that lay ahead, would push humanity to its very limits, and beyond. The Quantum Gambit. As the sun rose on the day of humanity's first trial, an eerie silence blanketed the globe. The Zoraxian ships hovered motionless in the sky, their obsidian surfaces reflecting the world below like massive alien mirrors. Dr. Samantha Chen stood at the heart of the newly formed Global Defense Initiative, GDI, headquarters, her eyes fixed on the largest holographic display she'd ever seen. "Ladies and gentlemen," she addressed the room filled with Earth's brightest minds, "today we face our first challenge. The Zoraxians have demanded we solve what they call the Quantum Gambit. Our task is to unravel the mysteries of quantum entanglement on a scale never before attempted. Captain Jake Morrison, now liaison between the military and the scientific community, raised an eyebrow. "And how exactly are we supposed to do that, Doc? Last I checked, we were still arguing over whether Schrodinger's cat was alive or dead." A ripple of nervous laughter spread through the room. Dr. Chen allowed herself a small smile before continuing. "That's where things get interesting, Captain. The Zoraxians have provided us with a device they call a quantum resonator. It's supposed to amplify quantum effects to a macroscopic scale. Our job is to figure out how to use it to entangle two objects across vast distances." As if on cue, a shimmering portal opened in the center of the room. Through it floated a device that defied description, a swirling mass of energy and matter that seemed to exist in multiple states simultaneously. The assembled scientists gasped in awe. "All right, people," Jake said, his military training kicking in. "Let's break this down into manageable steps. We've got the best minds on the planet here. There's nothing we can't figure out if we work together." Over the next 72 hours, the GDI team worked tirelessly. They pushed the boundaries of human knowledge, combining theoretical physics with practical engineering in ways never before imagined. Dr. Chen's brilliance shone as she coordinated efforts across multiple disciplines, while Jake's leadership kept the team focused and motivated. As the deadline approached, a breakthrough came from an unexpected source. Dr. Aisha Patel, a young physicist from India, noticed a pattern in the quantum resonator's energy fluctuations that mirrored ancient Sanskrit texts on cosmic harmony. "It's not just about the math," she explained excitedly. "The Zoraxians have tapped into something fundamental about the nature of reality. We need to think beyond our traditional scientific paradigms." With this new perspective, the team made rapid progress. They successfully entangled two objects, first across the room, then across continents, and finally, in a moment of triumph that would be remembered for generations, between Earth and the Moon. As the final seconds of the trial ticked away, Dr. Chen activated the quantum resonator for the ultimate test. The device hummed to life, its energy pulsing in harmony with the very fabric of space-time. Suddenly, a holographic message appeared before them. "Trial completed. UCCSS FULLY. Humanity HASPASSED first test." Cheers erupted throughout the GDI headquarters and around the world. Humanity had taken its first step towards proving itself on the galactic stage, but their celebration was short-lived. The Zoraxian ships began to move, reconfiguring themselves into a massive ring above the Earth. A voice, both ancient and alien, resonated in the minds of every human on the planet. "You have shown promise, humans, but the true challenges lie ahead. Prepare yourselves for the trial of ascension." Before anyone could react, the quantum resonator pulsed with blinding energy. Dr. Chen, Captain Morrison, and a select group of individuals from the GDI team vanished in a flash of light, leaving behind a stunned and confused planet. When they regained consciousness, they found themselves in an environment that defied comprehension. They stood on what appeared to be a floating platform in the midst of a cosmic maelstrom. Swirling nebulae and colliding galaxies surrounded them in every direction. A Zoraxian appeared before them, its iridescent skin shimmering with the light of 1,000 stars. "Welcome, champions of Earth, to the nexus of realities. Here, you will face challenges that will test not just your intelligence, but the very essence of what it means to be human." Jake stepped forward, his jaw set with determination. "Whatever you throw at us, we'll be ready. Humanity has survived ice ages, plagues, and our own destructive nature. We're not about to back down now." The Zoraxian's multifaceted eyes seemed to shimmer with something akin to amusement. "Your species' resilience is precisely why you were chosen. But be warned, the trials ahead will push you beyond anything you have ever experienced. You will face the darkness between stars, the weight of cosmic responsibility, and the very limits of your own consciousness." Dr. Chen, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear, couldn't help but ask, "Why us? Why Earth?" Surely there are other, more advanced civilizations out there. The aliens' response sent chills down their spines. Because, Dr. Chen, your planet sits at a cosmic crossroads. The choices you make in the coming trials will determine not just the fate of humanity, but the balance of power in this entire sector of the galaxy. As the implications of those words sank in, the platform beneath their feet began to shift and change. The cosmic scenery around them blurred into a kaleidoscope of light and energy. Your next trial begins now, the Zoraxian announced. You must navigate the labyrinth of infinite possibilities. Every choice you make will spawn new realities. Find the path that leads to humanity's true potential, or be lost forever in the echoes of what might have been. The human team found themselves separated, each facing a series of doors that stretched into infinity. As they stepped through their chosen paths, they experienced alternate versions of Earth's history and possible futures. Some were utopian beyond imagination, others apocalyptic nightmares. Jake found himself in a reality where humanity had achieved faster-than-light travel centuries ago, spreading across the stars in a peaceful federation. Dr. Chen witnessed a world where clean, limitless energy had solved climate change and global poverty. Others saw darker futures, worlds ravaged by war, disease, or environmental collapse. As they navigated this mind-bending maze of possibilities, they began to understand the true nature of the trial. It wasn't about finding the perfect future, but about understanding the consequences of their choices and the responsibility that came with cosmic awareness. Slowly, guided by their collective wisdom and the unique perspectives each team member brought, they began to converge on a single path. It wasn't the easiest or the most utopian, but it was one that honored the complexities of human nature while striving for growth and enlightenment. As they stepped through the final door together, they found themselves back on the platform in the nexus of realities. The Zoraxian awaited them, its expression unreadable. You have navigated the labyrinth with unexpected results, it said. You chose neither the path of easiest ascension nor the road of familiar comfort. Instead, you forged a future that embraces both the light and shadow of your species. Intriguing. Before they could respond, the cosmic scenery around them began to shift once more. The Zoraxians' final words echoed in their minds as reality itself seemed to bend and warp. Prepare yourselves, humans. The final trial approaches, one that will determine not just your fate, but the fate of countless civilizations across the cosmos. The age of humanity is about to begin. As the world rematerialized around them, Dr. Chen, Captain Morrison, and their team found themselves back on Earth. But it was an Earth forever changed by their cosmic journey. The knowledge and experiences they had gained would reshape human civilization in ways they were only beginning to understand. The Zoraxian ship still loomed above, a constant reminder of the challenges that lay ahead. But now, humanity faced the stars not with fear, but with a newfound sense of purpose and destiny. The true test was yet to come, and the fate of the galaxy hung in the balance. But one thing was certain: humanity was awake, and they were ready to show the cosmos what they were truly capable of, the cosmic crucible. As dawn broke over a transformed Earth, the sky shimmered with an ethereal aurora, a constant reminder of the Zoraxian presence and the trials that lay ahead. Dr. Samantha Chen stood atop the newly constructed Harmony Spire, a marvel of human ingenuity fused with alien technology that stretched beyond the atmosphere. Initiating quantum link, she announced, her voice carrying a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Prepare for solar flare redirection. Captain Jake Morrison, now adorned with cybernetic enhancements that allowed him to interface directly with Earth's defense systems, nodded grimly. Let's hope this works, Doc. We've only got one shot at this. The final trial had begun, and it was unlike anything humanity could have imagined. The Zoraxians had accelerated the sun's life cycle, causing it to enter a premature red giant phase. Earth now faced extinction not in billions of years, but in mere days. This is your ultimate test, the Zoraxian overseer had declared. Save not just yourselves, but your entire solar system. proof that you can be shepherds of cosmic renewal. As the Harmony Spire hummed to life, its energy intertwining with the quantum resonator they had mastered in the first trial, Dr. Chen couldn't help but marvel at how far they'd come. In the span of months, humanity had achieved technological leaps that should have taken centuries. Quantum entanglement stable, reported Dr. Usha Patel, her hands dancing over holographic controls, initiating solar plasma redirection. A beam of pure energy shot from the spire, connecting with a network of satellites that encircled the sun. The satellites, each housing a miniature quantum resonator, began to glow with an otherworldly light. "It's working," Jake exclaimed, his cybernetic eyes tracking the complex data streams. "We're actually reshaping the sun's magnetic fields." But their elation was short-lived. Alarms blared as a massive solar flare, larger than any ever recorded, erupted from the sun's surface. "Flare incoming," shouted Dr. Yuki Tanaka, the team's astrophysicist. "Impact in T-60 seconds." Dr. Chen's mind raced. Their current strategy wouldn't be enough to divert a flare of this magnitude. They needed something more, something impossible. "Jake," she said, a wild idea forming, "remember the labyrinth of infinite possibilities? What if we could tap into those alternate realities?" Jake's eyes widened as he grasped her meaning. "You want to borrow energy from other versions of our sun? That's insane, but it just might work." With seconds to spare, they recalibrated the quantum resonator, reaching across the multiverse to draw power from 1,000 suns. The Harmony Spire pulsed with energy beyond human comprehension, its light visible from every corner of the Earth. As the solar flare struck, it met a shield of multiversal energy. The collision was spectacular, a cosmic light show that would be remembered for generations. When the light faded, Earth remained unscathed and the sun had been reborn. "Stellar reconstruction complete," Dr. Tanaka reported, her voice filled with awe. "The sun's life cycle has been reset. We've done it." Cheers erupted around the globe as humanity realized they had passed the final trial. But amidst the celebration, a new signal came through, not from the Zoraxians, but from deep space. "This is the Galactic Council," a chorus of voices resonated in their minds. "Humanity has proven itself worthy, but your trials are far from over." A massive portal opened in Earth's orbit, swirling with cosmic energy. Through it, they could see glimpses of worlds beyond imagination, civilizations that defied comprehension. "You stand at a crossroads," the council continued. "Join us in the greater galactic community, or remain isolated, protected but alone. The choice is yours." Dr. Chen and Captain Morrison exchanged glances. They knew that whatever they decided would shape the destiny of their species for eons to come. "We choose to join you," Dr. Chen declared, her voice steady. "Humanity has never shied away from a challenge. We're ready to take our place among the stars." As the portal widened, inviting Earth to step into a new era, Jake couldn't help but smile. "Well, Doc," he said, "looks like our adventure is just beginning." The Harmony Spire pulsed once more, this time sending a signal to every human on the planet. In that moment, they all shared a vision of the incredible journey that lay ahead, a future filled with wonders, dangers, and unlimited potential. Humanity had not just survived the trials, they had transcended them. As they prepared to take their first steps into the wider galaxy, one thing was certain: the universe would never be the same again. The age of humanity had dawned, and the cosmos trembled with anticipation. The Nexus uprising, the gleaming metropolis of New Aurora, sprawled across the surface of Kepler-22 bits, humanity's first extrasolar colony. Dr. Samantha Chen gazed out from the observation deck of the Starbridge, a colossal space elevator that connected the planet to its orbiting shipyards. Earth was now just a distant memory, a blue marble in a sea of stars. "Initiating quantum fold," she announced, her voice carrying a hint of excitement. "Prepare for hyperspace breach." Captain Jake Morrison, his body now a seamless blend of organic and synthetic parts, nodded as he interfaced with the ship's AI, folding space in 3, 2, 1. The fabric of reality rippled around them as the experimental vessel, the HSS Prometheus, tore through the boundaries of normal space. In the blink of an eye, they traversed light years, emerging in a region of space never before explored by human eyes. "Ladies and gentlemen," Jake said with a grin, "welcome to the Andromeda Galaxy." Cheers erupted from the bridge crew, but their celebration was cut short by an urgent transmission. The holographic form of Admiral Zara Khan, leader of the human expansion fleet, materialized before them. "Chen Morrison," she said, her expression grave, "we've got a situation. The Galactic Council has gone dark. All communication with the core worlds has ceased." Dr. Chen's brow furrowed. "That's impossible. The quantum entanglement network should be unbreakable." "That's not all," Admiral Khan continued. "We're picking up massive energy signatures throughout the galaxy. Something big is happening, and we're cut off from any support." Suddenly, alarms blared across the ship. Jake's eyes widened as he processed the incoming data. "Multiple hyperspace breaches detected. We've got company, and they're not friendly." The view screen lit up with a terrifying sight. A vast armada of ships unlike anything they had ever seen emerged from folded space. Their designs were a nightmarish fusion of organic and mechanical components, pulsing with an otherworldly energy. "By the stars," Dr. Chen whispered, "it's the Nexus." The Nexus, a mysterious force that had been nothing more than a whispered legend among the oldest races of the Galactic Council. A cosmic horror that consumed entire civilizations, assimilating their technology and knowledge into its ever-growing collective. "All ships, battle stations," Admiral Khan ordered. "This is not a drill. The fate of humanity and the entire galaxy is at stake." As the human expansion fleet engaged the Nexus Armada, Dr. Chen and Captain Morrison realized that all their trials, all their advancements, had been preparing them for this moment. The Zoraxians, the Galactic Council, they had all been grooming humanity to be the last line of defense against an enemy that threatened the very fabric of reality. "Jake," Samantha said, her mind racing with possibilities, "remember the multiversal energy we tapped into to save Earth. What if we could weaponize it?" Jake's cybernetic eyes gleamed with understanding. "You're talking about creating a quantum singularity. It's never been done on this scale." "We don't have a choice," she replied. "It's our only shot at stopping the Nexus." As the battle raged around them, the HSS Prometheus became the focal point of humanity's most ambitious and desperate plan. Dr. Chen worked feverishly to recalibrate the ship's quantum resonator, while Jake used his enhanced abilities to coordinate the fleet's defense. The Nexus, sensing the threat, focused its attack on the Prometheus. Tentacle-like appendages of dark energy lashed out, attempting to assimilate the ship and its crew. "Quantum singularity at 60% charge," Dr. Chen reported, her hands flying over holographic controls. "We need more time." Jake gritted his teeth as he pushed the ship's defenses to their limits. "Whatever you're going to do, Doc, do it fast. We can't hold them off much longer." Just as it seemed the Nexus would overwhelm them, a blinding light erupted from the Prometheus. The quantum singularity, fueled by energy from countless alternate realities, tore open a rift in spacetime itself. The Nexus Armada was caught in its gravitational pull, unable to escape. As the enemies of all life in the galaxy were dragged into the singularity, Dr. Chen made a startling realization. "Jake," she said, her voice filled with awe, "we're not just destroying the Nexus. We're rewriting the laws of physics themselves." The singularity collapsed in on itself, taking the Nexus with it. But as it did, it released a wave of energy that washed over the galaxy, altering the very nature of reality. When the light faded and sensors came back online, the crew of the Prometheus found themselves in a transformed universe. The barriers between dimensions had thinned, and new forms of energy and matter now permeated space. Admiral Khan's hologram reappeared, her expression a mixture of relief and wonder. "Chen Morrison, what did you do? We're receiving reports from across the galaxy. New worlds are appearing, lost civilizations are returning, and the Galactic Council is evolving into something greater. As the implications of their actions sank in, Dr. Chen and Captain Morrison exchanged a look of profound understanding. They had not just saved the galaxy, they had ushered in a new era of cosmic evolution. "Admiral," Jake said, a smile playing on his lips, "I think it's time we renamed our fleet. We're no longer just expanding, we're transcending." Dr. Chen nodded in agreement. The age of transcendence has begun, and humanity will lead the way. As the HSS Prometheus turned towards the new frontier of a reborn galaxy, one thing was clear: the greatest adventure in human history was just beginning. The cosmos had challenged them, and humanity had not only survived but thrived. The stars themselves seemed to shine brighter, beckoning them towards a future filled with infinite possibilities. The Cosmic Symphony. The HSS Harmony, humanity's most advanced vessel, hovered at the edge of what was once known as the Andromeda Galaxy. Now, it was part of a swirling cosmic tapestry that defied traditional astronomical classifications. Dr. Samantha Chen stood on the bridge, her eyes gleaming with a mix of wonder and determination. "Initiating harmonic resonance scan," she announced, her voice carrying a hint of excitement. "Prepare for multidimensional analysis." Captain Jake Morrison, his consciousness now seamlessly integrated with the ship's quantum AI, nodded as holographic displays sprang to life around them. "Dimensional barriers are at minimum strength. We go for the Cosmic Overture." The Cosmic Overture, humanity's most audacious project yet. In the years following the Nexus Uprising and the birth of the Age of Transcendence, they had discovered that the universe itself was like a vast cosmic instrument, and they were about to play it. "All stations report in," Jake called out, his cybernetic eyes scanning multiple realities simultaneously. Dr. Aisha Patel, now the head of Xenoharmonics, spoke up first. "Quantum strings aligned and ready for vibration." "Multiversal chorus primed," added Dr. Yuki Tanaka, her body shimmering as it phased between dimensions. Admiral Zara Khan's hologram appeared, her form now a dazzling display of energy and light. "The Transcendent Fleet is in position across all known realities. We're ready to make history again." Dr. Chen took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. "Let's begin." With a thought, Jake activated the Harmony's primary systems. The ship's hull began to vibrate, emitting frequencies that resonated across the fabric of spacetime. Across the galaxy and beyond, the rest of the Transcendent Fleet joined in, each ship adding its unique note to the cosmic symphony. As the music of the spheres grew in intensity, strange and wondrous phenomena began to manifest. Newborn stars burst into existence, their life cycles accelerated to millions of years in mere moments. Ancient, dying galaxies rejuvenated, pulsing with renewed energy. And at the edges of known space, new dimensions unfurled like cosmic flowers blooming in an endless garden. But amidst the beauty, danger lurked. As they played the cosmic strings, they risked drawing the attention of forces beyond their comprehension. "Energy spike detected," Dr. Patel shouted, her eyes wide. "Something's coming through." A massive, swirling vortex tore open in the space before them. From its depths emerged a being of pure energy, its form constantly shifting and changing. "Humans," it spoke, its voice resonating across multiple frequencies. "You dare to play the song of creation." Dr. Chen stepped forward, her voice steady. "We seek understanding and harmony with the cosmos. Who are you?" The entity's form coalesced into a vaguely humanoid shape. "I am the echo of the first song, guardian of the cosmic frequencies. Your actions have awakened me." Jake's cybernetic systems whirred as he analyzed the being. "It's not hostile, at least not yet." The echo regarded them with what could only be described as cosmic curiosity. "You are young, yet you wield powers that could reshape reality itself. Why?" Dr. Chen exchanged glances with her crew before responding. "Because it's who we are. Humanity has always pushed boundaries, sought new frontiers. Now, our frontier is the nature of reality itself. The echo's form shimmered as it processed her words. Intriguing. You are not the first to attempt this, but you are the first to do so, harmoniously. Suddenly, alarms blared across the ship. Dr. Tanaka's voice was urgent. The dimensional barriers are collapsing. We're causing a cascade effect across the multiverse. The echo's form began to destabilize. Your song is too powerful. It will tear apart the cosmic tapestry. In that moment, Dr. Chen had an epiphany. No, not tear apart. Reweave. Jake, amplify the harmonic resonance. Everyone, focus your thoughts on unity. I'm bringing together all realities into a grand cosmic chorus. As the crew concentrated, channeling their will through the advanced technology of the harmony, the chaotic energies around them began to stabilize. The echo, sensing their intent, added its own ancient power to the symphony. Reality itself seemed to hold its breath as the cosmic song reached its crescendo. Then, with a flash of light that outshone galaxies, everything changed. As the crew of the harmony regained their senses, they found themselves in a transformed cosmos. The boundaries between dimensions had dissolved, replaced by a harmonious interplay of realities. Past, present, and future coexisted in a beautiful, ever-shifting tapestry. The echo, now a part of this new cosmic framework, addressed them once more. You have done the impossible. You have united the song of all realities. The cosmic symphony has begun. Admiral Khan's hologram reappeared, her form now even more radiant. Chen Morrison, what you've done, it's beyond anything we could have imagined. Every civilization across the multiverse is reporting the same thing. We're entering a new age of cosmic enlightenment. As the implications of their actions sank in, Dr. Chen and Captain Morrison shared a look of profound understanding. They had not just reshaped the universe, they had elevated consciousness itself to a new plane of existence. Admiral, Jake said, a smile playing on his lips, I think it's time we renamed our species. We're no longer just human, we're the cosmic harmonizers. Dr. Chen nodded, her eyes shining with the light of infinite possibilities. The age of cosmic harmony has begun, and we will compose its grandest melodies. As the HS Harmony prepared to explore this new, interconnected reality, one thing was clear: humanity's greatest symphony was just beginning. They had faced the music of the cosmos and become its conductors. The universe itself seemed to hum with anticipation, eagerly awaiting the next movement in this eternal cosmic concert.